Welcome to our daily dose of goodness. Today we're going to talk about our Pharmanex Tegreen and Reishimax. Okay, so before we start, I realized that last time round I didn't really introduce myself. So my name is Tegreen. Okay, so I was introduced to New Skin by Tegreen in 2001. Okay, 2013. Yeah. Okay, so that was a photo that was taken of me before I tried the galvanic spa. Amazing, right? So actually 7 years down the road, you see actually it's a lot of difference. Yeah. But of course, I started off as a user first, and I think along the way I realized that New Skin actually has a lot of amazing products. Not only the age lock products that we know, but actually they have a lot of small little products that are actually really effective. And those small little products are the ones that have actually been holding the company up since before they launched the age lock. So today we're going to talk about two of these. Okay, and they are always available in my house because we take them. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is actually Reishimax. Okay, so this is what the Reishimax bottle looks like. Okay, yeah. So okay, so what Reishimax what it is the functions. Some of the nice things that we can achieve through Reishimax is actually it modulates and strengthens our immune system. Okay, so actually there are two aspects of this. So what for people who have the normal immunity, right, body immunity, you realize that okay, so this is something that you want to improve. Okay, so we don't fall sick easily. But some people have actually immune system that may be actually hyper, which is overactive or not active enough. Okay, so that one we need to modulate first. So for example, right, so people with overactive immune system, chances is you may develop problems like diabetes or even skin problems, eczema, psoriasis, and to a certain extent even cancer, right? So these are what happens when your immune system is overactive. So it ends up that your body is actually fighting with itself, against itself. So what we want to do is actually to modulate it so that it becomes normal. So actually we can achieve it through Reishimax. Okay, another one of the nice functions is that it protects our liver. So a lot of people out there, I know we drink that often, right? So taking Reishimax actually protects the liver because our liver is actually the biggest organ, okay, besides the skin. It's actually a detoxifying organ, and it's actually very, very important. And people don't realize this, right? But once you start developing a problem with your liver, right, you don't have any symptoms straight away, right? Until maybe you start becoming yellow from jaundice, right? Because the liver is not functioning well. And then you go and see a doctor, then the doctor tells you why your liver starts to harden, things like that. So we want to prevent all this onset of such problems by taking good supplements. Okay, and Reishimax is a method, a way to protect our liver from one of the effects of over drinking. Okay, and I guess over drinking is actually very common nowadays, especially amongst the young people. Okay, and the other thing we can actually do is to regulate blood glucose level. So I have a client who has long-term diabetes, okay, since young, and he's really huge, and he's an African American guy. So he started buying Reishimax for me because his doctor told him that he should take it for his foot. Okay, you realize that a lot of diabetic patients, right, they have foods that are a bit blackened, swollen, things like that. So a lot of doctors out there recognize the efficacy of our products, and the doctor told him that you must take Pharmanex Reishimax. Okay, so he's been actually taking Reishimax from me on a regular basis, and that's to actually take care of his foot problems. Okay, and of course, not only taking care of his foot problems, but Reishimax also helps to regulate our blood sugar levels. Okay, so a bit about Reishimax. So Reishimax is actually found in this place in China called the Dadian. Okay, and where the conditions are actually very suitable for farming Reishimax. Okay, the climate is really nice the whole year round. And the thing about New Skin is when they want to look for certain ingredients, right? They source for ingredients. They want to make sure that the source of the ingredients are credible. Okay, which means that they will not change. The quality will not change. We want a quality that's always there. One. So what they do is that they try trial and error. So they tried it growing reishi on first thing was sawdust. Sawdust is easily available, or they tried to grow it in water. But finally they decided that to grow it in actually on a wooden log, the organic log. Okay, it produces the best type of the best quality of reishi. Okay, and for they are grown on small organic logs. They only use once. Okay, which means that after it's used already, right? They harvest the reishi, they throw it away. They don't use it again. Okay, and it takes between 6 months to 2 years to produce this reishi. Okay. Okay, so the active ingredients. Okay, so when we talk about taking supplements, right, we also want to make sure that what is inside the supplement that we take is actually active. Meaning that sometimes you also, so a lot of people will tell you, I also take this supplement, that supplement. You know, there's so many supplements available out there in the market, but why choose Pharmanex? It's because the active ingredients inside our supplements actually work. Meaning that they're not like placebos. They don't serve a purpose, like just taking a sweet or a sugar pill. Okay, so in our Reishimax, we have something called polysaccharides. Okay, and polysaccharides are known to protect the liver, increase and immunity as well. Okay, and then we also have things like triterpenes, vitamins, minerals, fatty acids. Okay, so all these are the things that the good stuff that we want. Okay, from the reishi mushroom. So we extract this from the reishi mushroom. Okay, and we make sure that these active ingredients are still good when we put it inside the capsule. Okay. So in terms of standardization, did you know that let's say you buy a bottle of reishi in Indonesia, okay, or you buy a bottle of reishi in, I don't know, in South Africa or wherever, South America, right? The contents of the reishi are exactly the same. This is the process of standardization for new skin supplements. And if you open it, okay, you take out 2 different capsules, right? That the quality, the ingredients inside 2 different capsules of Reishimax will be exactly the same. So this is actually new skin's guarantee. Yeah. So we don't have to worry that, oh, how come maybe your capsule is actually more effective than mine. No, that doesn't happen. Okay, not for Pharmanex supplements. Okay, and our unique extraction process, right? Okay, so what we want to get out of the reishi mushroom is actually not the fungus itself. You know, not the orange, the red color thing. Because sometimes your customers tell me, "Ayo, I bought this whole big bag of reishi from China." Actually, that's not what we want. What we want is actually the spores on the underneath of the fungus. Okay, and what we want is actually not the spore itself, but what's inside the spore. So there's actually a very complicated extraction process. And so for us, New Skin has this very special spore extraction process that ensures that the active ingredients are still very effective after extraction. Because other companies out there, they don't care. They just want to, if they want to extract, they choose whatever methods, and after that, what's left is actually not effective anymore. Okay, so for every capsule of Reishimax that we take, New Skin guarantees that it's 13.5% polysaccharides and 6% triterpenes in every capsule. Okay, so this is a New Skin guarantee. Okay, so we actually have, I'm going to show you this on this. This is actually to show the solubility of our Reishimax. Okay, but for time, because of time constraints, I'm just going to show you what we do. Okay, I'm just going to point this downwards. Okay, so this is actually a cup of warm water. Okay, and these are the Reishimax capsules. I'm just going to empty this entire capsule inside the warm water. Usually in a normal experiment, we will actually just let it stand for 2 hours. But because we don't have time today, so I'm going to use this to stir, okay? You see that immediately the contents are actually more or less dissolved into the water. So this actually ensures that whatever products, the Reishimax capsule that we take, right, our body is able to absorb it very effectively, okay? Because this is actually very important because, okay, I'm going to show you the next slide. See, this is actually other competitor brands, okay? If you realize that sometimes if the competitor, they give you a capsule, but they don't remove the active ingredients from the spore casings, right? Then they just serve it to you. Everything is going to settle down, which means that it's going to be passed out from your body. So you're not going to derive any benefits from taking the product. Okay, so that's not what we want. So if you see the bottle with the gold color cap, that's actually a very expensive bottle of reishi that's available in Singapore. Okay, one of the big companies. But you look at the contents that is actually empty into the glass. This is actually going to be passed out as very expensive motion. Okay, so that's not what we want. We want to ensure that whatever products that we take is absorbed by the body and gives us good benefits. Okay? And this is a clinical study conducted by a third-party scientist, Dr. Sliver. Okay, so this was done in 2003. So what he did was that he actually collected different brands of Reishi products, okay, and then he did a test. So in terms, if you see the y-axis, right, migration. So he tested this on subjects to see whether the cancer would spread. Okay, so in terms of migration, right, of course the cancer doesn't spread is the best, right? So you want zero migration. So you see that in terms of migration levels, right, Reishi actually our Reishimax achieved the best results, almost zero migration levels. Okay, so this was a clinical study that was done by a third-party scientist, and it actually demonstrated the difference demonstrated for our new skin products. Okay, so recommended use of our Reishimax: take 1 to 2 capsules daily with food and liquid. Okay, so with your meals, okay. So for those who are looking to maintain a good, healthy immune system, you can actually take it one capsule in the morning and 1 capsule at night. But for those who are looking to have some rapid improvement, okay, whether you have certain ailments that you want to take care of, we can actually suggest for a start, you can take 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Okay, so that's for a start. Okay, I also have a lot of not a lot. There are a few cancer, ex-cancer patients, meaning that they have the cancer have very gone into remission. They also take Reishimax on a regular basis to ensure, okay, that the cancer doesn't come back again. Okay, so and I think this is one of the products that I always recommend to people, especially those who have family history of cancer. Okay, because so this is actually going to be very, very. We know that cancer actually runs in the family as well. Okay, so we try and protect ourselves before it happens. Okay, so the next product is actually Tegreen. Okay, so this is another favorite of mine. Okay, because it has one very, very nice property that I like a lot. Okay, first thing of course is cellular antioxidant protection. Actually helps to increase our body's antioxidants. Okay, and protects our body. It supports healthy cell function. Okay, protects the cell structure. Okay, so this is actually important because cell structure is what causes can lead to cancer. Because when a normal cell structure, right, a healthy cell will not develop to cancer. But once it starts mutating, it becomes not so healthy anymore. The chances of that cell becoming cancerous is actually higher. So we want to ensure that all our cells are not in a healthy state. Okay. And then, number 3 one, most important, the thermogenic effect increases the body's metabolic rate. Okay, so for those of us, sometimes I realize that we know we have this really amazing weight management program called TR90, right? But not many people are actually willing to take it. So sometimes I would actually recommend Tegreen to them first, okay? Because this is something that can be taken on a regular basis. And one of the nice effects is that it actually helps to increase our body's metabolism. Okay, but of course, you don't just rely on it to help you to do fat burning. You also need to take care of your diet, and also you take care of your, make sure that you exercise regularly as well. Okay, and then another thing is that it promotes healthy skin collagen, meaning toing toing. Okay, this is very important for ladies. Okay, young or old, everybody wants the toing toing skin. So this is actually what's going to give you that elasticity in your skin, the toing toingness. Okay, and also another thing, it actually promotes fairness. Okay, because one of the antioxidants inside green tea leaves is actually something called catechins, and catechins actually protects our skin against UV rays. So actually, this taking Tegreen on a regular basis also keeps us fair. See, fair, very important. Okay, and finally, another nice property that is 99.5% caffeine free. So it's actually very suitable for children. Okay, and it also is suitable for people who actually have a low tolerance for caffeine as well. Okay. And then next, okay, so this is actually a bit about how Pharmanex came about. So our Tegreen tea leaves, they're actually grown in this Zhejiang province. Okay, and this Zhejiang province is actually well known for producing very high quality tea leaves. If you go to China, you ask them what's the best place to actually buy tea leaves, they'll tell you it's Zhejiang province. Okay, so all of China knows this. Okay, and what do we extract? Not extract, pick. Okay, in terms of tea leaves, this tea leaves, right, we only pick tea leaves that are young. We don't pick the old ones. We want the young shoots, okay? And this process of selecting what tea leaf to pick is also a skill in itself. So it's actually this a very highly it's a skill lah. Okay, not everybody has this skill one. So we also need to make sure that what goes into our Tegreen capsules is also of a high quality. Okay, so when Nu Skin sources for ingredients for our Tegreen capsules, right, they also need to make sure of all these things. Okay, and in terms of standardization, same thing like Reishimax. Okay, every single capsule of our Tegreen, okay, Tegreen is going to be the same. So one bottle that you buy here in Singapore, one bottle that you buy in Indonesia or Australia, it's going to be exactly the same. And every capsule is going to be different. And the guarantee of Nu Skin is that every single capsule will contain 90%, 97% of polyphenols, 65% of catechins. Okay, so this is the antioxidant that I was talking about earlier. And 38% of EGCs. Okay, so all these three polyphenols, catechins are all types of antioxidants. Okay, so you realize that this product will help to boost your body's antioxidant levels and increase your body immunity. Okay, so this is actually a graph to show that a clinical study was conducted to differentiate between the bioavailability, meaning how well these Tegreen antioxidants, the antioxidants from Tegreens is from green tea is actually absorbed into the body. So they compared black tea, green tea, and then green tea supplements. And the best in terms of bioavailability, of course, is the green tea supplement. Okay, so some people will tell you, okay, I can drink tea, but if you want to be able to be best absorbed by the body, you have to take a green tea supplement. Okay, of course, take our Tegreen. So the power of Tegreen in one capsule. So imagine every single capsule of Tegreen, okay, is equivalent to, in terms of EGCG levels. So the EGCG is a type of antioxidant. Okay, this was also conducted by a third party in Kansas University. So every single capsule is equivalent to the ECGC levels. 8 glasses of grape juice, 3 glasses of red wine, 7 glasses of green tea, and 4 glasses of iced tea. So instead of running to the toilet all the time, the whole day, right, just pop one of this into your mouth. Okay, you take care of all the needs that you need. So in terms of recommended use, 1 to 2 capsules twice daily with your morning and evening meals. Okay, so a note, because every single capsule that we take is about 250 milligrams of green tea. So it is the recommended dosage is not more than 1,500. So you have to make sure that you don't take more than that. Okay, because especially sometimes we are taking other green tea supplements or other supplements that contain green tea, we want to take note of this. Okay, so that we don't overdose. Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about this experiment. I like Nu Skin because one of the processes that they incorporate into the process of creating any supplement is actually called substantiation. Substantiation meaning that clinical studies are done on every single product. Okay, even though it's not a requirement for supplements. Okay, it's not required for supplements, but Nu Skin does it anyway. Okay, so this is actually a clinical result of the combination of Reishimax and Tegreen. Okay, the combination of these two supplements taken together was able to reduce tumor size by 45%. Okay, so of course, if you take placebo, the tumor size remains the same. But if you take Reishimax and Reishimax, it reduces to a certain extent, but the combination, these two taken together, has the best results on reducing tumor size. Okay, this was based on a clinical study that was conducted. Okay, and in year 2008, Nu Skin published a report. Okay, combined use of Reishimax and Tegreen inhibits tumor growth, and this was actually done in accordance to breast cancer. Yeah, so if you want to find out more, you can actually ask the person who asked you to log in. Okay, because these results are actually available to all of us. Nu Skin doesn't hide all these. Okay, whatever results that they come out with, they're actually very happy to share. Okay, and it was chosen by ASPET. Okay, so this is actually a pharmaceutical society. Okay, that it was chosen among 10,000 research studies to be featured in the 2008 scientific meeting. Meaning that if let's say you had a convention of pharmacists, okay, and this was the report that was selected to be presented. So it means that this report was actually really, really, it stood out among everybody in that year. So imagine how powerful our supplements are to have such a wonderful effect. Okay. Okay, also in year 2006, okay, so this is Dr. Silver again, okay, actually Sliver, not Silver, Sliver, okay, so he actually talked about human breast cancer cells as well. So his experiment showed that there is actually a benefit of taking Reishimax and Tegreen on human breast cancer cells, okay. So that's actually the end of my presentation. Okay, just I show you what the Reishimax glass is like. Okay, so actually you realize, I see it has not sunk down. Okay, and it's actually dissolved very, very nicely, meaning that it's very well absorbed by the body when you take it. Okay, so in summary, that's it. So this is our short session on our daily dose of goodness for